Welcome back to MFO, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to another episode. Obviously, I'm in the truck. Today, we've got a hack, and quite honestly, this could be a very controversial topic. It's in my opinion, it equates to forward-facing sonar, and yet it's related to trailering your boat. I'm going to flip the camera around and show you what I'm talking about. That's the backup camera for my new F250, and I'm about to back up and hook up my boat. Now watch what I can do with this new backup camera. First of all, it's got two different views, and I've actually got more than that. I can do all sorts of different views. I can get a wider view, I can get a way wider view, I can get a very close-up view of my hitch. That's the one I'm going to use. Watch what happens. All I got to do is back up, and as I'm backing up, and I got to film this while I'm doing it, but this is like forward facing. It's like right there. I don't need any help. I don't need anything. I can get right to where I need to be, and boom, I'm ready to hook up my boat and go. What we're going to talk about today, guys, I'm being a little tongue-in-cheek here, but what we're going to talk about today is a hack. If you don't have this technology on your truck, how you can back up with the same precise accuracy every time you back up to hook up your trailer. Stick around, guys. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Mark Fisher Outdoors, everybody. I'm Mark Fisher. So the point of today's episode is, if you got a backup camera, you know how great it is to be able to back up your truck to your trailer, get right to the trailer hitch, hook up and go. It's also great for, putting your boat in the water and all of those things. Having that backup camera really, really helps. But if you don't have a backup camera on your truck, how do you get lined up? I know back in the old days, for me, it was back up a little, get out and check, up a little front, back a little forward, blah, 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 use landmarks that I can see through the back window. I've got a tip for you that will help you do it right the first time, every time when you're backing up your truck to get your trailer attached to the ball of your truck. So let's show you how to do this. And it starts with doing something when you're dropping your boat off. So let's assume that I've just finished a fishing trip and I'm dropping my boat off. Now what I'm gonna do before I unhitch my boat, I'm gonna go do something. Let's take a look. So if this is where my boat is going to stay tonight, and then I'm going to hook it up tomorrow to go fishing, I'm going to take this block of wood and I'm going to put it behind my driver's side rear tire on my truck, just like that. And I'm doing that before I unhook my boat. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to jack up my boat and unhook the boat and pull away. So I've got my boat unhooked, and I've got my block of wood behind the driver's back tire. Now I'm going to pull away. I think you can see I've pulled away from my boat. You can see it in the rearview mirror there. And I'm not going to use my backup camera this time. Instead, I'm just going to use my driver's side rearview mirror, and I'm going to aim for that block of wood that I've put down the day before. This is a little more difficult to do when you're trying to film it in addition. And you can see it right there. Boom. Now let's see how close I actually came. Block of wood there, trailer hitch there. And that's what you end up with, guys, is an old-fashioned backup camera assist to be able to hook up your boat trailer if you don't have a backup camera. Now, my biggest question on this technique is, do you think that once this video gets out, do you think Randy is going to be like, no, we have to use the block of wood method and not the backup camera method? I don't know. Guys, I appreciate you tuning into this little backup tip. Hope it helps. And don't forget the virtual tournament's going on. We've got about 10 guys signed up so far. This is the last week to sign up. You got to get signed up before July 1st. For those of you who have signed up, I've started to do all the paperwork, kind of looking at things. Everything is in order. Don't worry, as the week goes on, I'll be getting you your boat numbers, the rules and everything. I know I've had a lot of people call and say, hey, you know, Mark, I sent you the stuff. What's going on? Yeah, I was at the James River last week, so I wasn't able to get things going, but we're working on it this week. Everything is in order. We're looking to have a great time. So biggest issue right now is if you haven't signed up and you want to, make sure you do it this week. Guys, we appreciate you tuning in. We got an Underwater Wednesday episode coming up tomorrow. Thanks again, and we will see you tomorrow on Mark Fisher Outdoors. Take care, everybody.